It is Tuesday morning, 9:51. I got a call at 8:09 this morning saying that they were coming at 10 o'clock to pick up my car to put my hand controls on it. So they should be here any second. I'm so excited. See you later. Bye, car. Yay! What's going on?
It's going to be forever.
Yeah.
At least 2 months worth of waiting in 2 days.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
Bye, car. Yay! Oh, we should have given it to him as a tip. Hi guys. Okay, so it is now Saturday, June 7th. What you just saw was on the 27th of May. It's been a little while since I vlogged about this because a whole bunch of stuff has happened since then. But yeah, so they took my car on that Tuesday, and then that Thursday we went and picked it up from the place in Rochester, and it was just really cool. And they showed me like all of the different like controls and stuff, and made sure I knew what they were and how to work them, and made sure that they were working and all that stuff. And somebody from Syracuse came to check everything out to make sure it was all good, and then we got to take it home. Mom drove it home because I was not about to drive through Rochester, having not really driven since last May. I had to get another driver's evaluation done in October, so I drove for about a half hour at that point. But other than that, it was just when I got my license in last May. So I was a little nervous. We brought it home, and have you ever been waiting for something for so freaking long that like you put everything on that, and like you like are just so excited, and you think everything, like once this one thing happens, everything will change and just all this stuff, and then that thing finally happens and you just like freak out and shut down? Well, that happened to me. The next couple of days I was just in this like really weird mood. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. I guess I was just like so spazzed out that this like actually happened and that I could actually drive my car. So I had planned to do all of my like end of May wrap ups and favorites and June TBRs and stuff at that point, but I just basically was not functioning very well. So yeah, but then Monday came around and I was feeling a lot better, so I decided to drive my mom and I to the library in the next town over. And when we were going on some back roads, and while that was happening, I came up to a stop sign, and I was trying to stop, and my brakes just weren't working. So we ended up getting in an accident. Everybody's okay. We all walked away. We drove the car home and everything. But yeah, I mean, everybody was okay. Like, the guy was just like, he was so nice, and the guy in the other car was so nice, because I was so upset, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't, like, I was telling him what happened. He was like, oh, it's okay, you know, basically shit happens. Yeah. So my dad was following us home just in case my brakes decided to, you know, poop out, but they didn't. And then the next day we called the insurance company and everything, and they came out, took pictures, and then we took it to the mechanic to get my brakes checked out and like worked on. And we got a call from the mechanic saying that there was literally nothing wrong with my brakes. Like, they were perfect, no rust, no nothing, and they didn't see what was wrong, and they didn't know what happened because, like, just literally nothing, like no brake fluid was leaking or anything. So we think it was just like air was in the line or something. So then that was good news, but that meant that didn't really know what happened. So after that we took it to the body shop, and I drove it to the body shop, and I was scared shitless. Like, I told my mom, I was like, we are not going on 31, which is like not even like that big of a road, but it's, it's like a mid, it's not like a back road, but it's not like a highway. And sorry, there's a biker just came by, and I've got my windows down, and I'm just sitting here talking like a weirdo. But anyway, I was like, we're going in residential neighborhoods. I'm not going on any fast roads because I'm too scared. So, but it ended up that we had to go on 31 because the place was off of it, and we were on there for a lot longer than I had realized that I thought we were going to be. And it was just really scary, but I made it. So I made it to the body shop, and they looked at it, and we were basically just like, how can we get this to be legal? Because the front left headlight was just completely off, and then the light on the side was sticking out, and then the bumper was falling off, but my dad put that back on before we drove home the day before, or the day of the accident. We got that done, and they got it the next day. The guy was actually really, really nice, and was like, I know you need this car because you can't drive any other car, which is true because of the hand controls and all that stuff. So I was just like, thank you so much. And so we got that done, and that was yesterday. Was it yesterday? No. Was it? Yeah, no, it was yesterday that we picked it up. So I drove home with my dad, which he hadn't gotten in the car with me before this, so that was scary, but we drove like all the way back home on back roads, and I survived. And I think that honestly was one of the scariest things, because he's a very scary backseat driver, and he's a lot different than my mom, who I'd been driving with a couple of times. Excuse me. It was such a relief to have his approval and everything. So anyway, yeah, so now I thought maybe after that wonderful story of the accident that I was in, it had nothing to do with the hand controls, because they are literally still attached, and I've had no problems with it since then. I'm going to give you a little tour of what the hand controls actually look like and how I drive. So here we go. So that's like the main hand control part, and then this is my steering wheel. Obviously it's not straight, but then I have this thing which is a spinner knob that helps me steer, because I can only use one hand to steer. That pops out if somebody else who doesn't use hand controls wants to drive it. So that's that. And then there's this part which goes like this to a T. Down there, they're attached to the gas and brake pedals, like just by these two. You can't really see because it's all black, but this thing basically just goes down, and then there's another one that attaches to the pedals and everything. My car's off now, so I'm not gonna like drive like this, obviously, but this is where I put my left hand, and basically it's really simple. You push forward to brake, and then this is just like neutral, not neutral, but like where you coast, and then pull it back for gas. And then this little thing I love, because it makes my life so much easier. If you push it this way, it's the right blinker. If you push it that way, it's the left blinker. If you push it forward, it's your brights, and if you push it backwards, I'm not going to do it right now because there's a car passing behind me, it's your horn. It's not working now because the car's not on, I guess. But yeah, So that's basically what, oh, and then this back here is a parking / emergency brake extension. Basically just pull this down and then push down and the emergency brake goes on. I'm sorry, this is like weird angles. But yeah, push that down. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't feel like putting it on. But then you just, if you want to take it off, you push it down again and then put it up. And then the last thing is this little, where is it? Lever right here. Basically turns off the hand controls so an able-bodied can use it or drive my car. And you just go like that and it turns off the accelerator. So see, you can still brake, but you can't, I can't accelerate at all. Like, it's just stuck. It won't move. So, and that's basically, so when somebody's driving and they go to turn, if they hit it, which they most likely will because it's pretty close, it doesn't hit the accelerator and you don't just go flying and go bye-bye. But yeah, and then like I said, this comes off because it's not legal for an able-bodied to drive with that either because it's a distraction. This stuff still works. This is like the lights and everything. That still works. The horn still works regularly. Like I said, not going to do it again. And then this is just the windshield wipers and stuff like that. There's nothing special about that. It's just regular. Okay, so that's my hand control system on my car. Like I said, it's pretty simple. It's kind of confusing when you first use it, but I just thought, I know a lot of people don't know that, number one, people in wheelchairs can drive, and second of all, how they would do it. And so I figured I would show you guys because it's just something that happened in my life and I wanted to share it with you and show you how something works. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me down below. I'm open to anything. I don't, whatever. I'll probably be back in the same spot again to film a whole bunch of other videos that I missed doing during my weird, funky mood deal. But yeah, so I hope you have a good day. Bye!